The words we use have power. They can trigger delight or fear. They can help us to recognize challenges, or they can have us turn towards denial. Over the past 2 months, I have found that certain words that I have been using and clinging to were having an effect on how I was coping with the current COVID-19 pandemic. The first word I chose to let go of was normal. Hi, welcome to Gently Being. Before I discuss more about why I chose to let go of the word normal, I just want to state very clearly that this video is just sharing my thoughts and my experiences. There are no perfect words. I do, though, recommend maybe creating a little bit of space for yourself to investigate the words that you are using a lot and reading a lot and seeing if they're having any effect on you at this moment. I have truly found it to be incredibly beneficial. Normal. It is a word that brings up a feeling of stability for many people. Normal is what has been lost, and normal is what we must return to. Normal is where the set of routines that we had that helped us create our sense of identity are held. Lately, normal has become a question mark. And for many people, this has led to high levels of stress and anxiety. I personally found that using terms like, this is not normal, this is the new normal, or is there going to be a return to normal, were causing me to turn away from the fact that we are constantly in a state of change. We were changing before this, and we will continue to change after this. I also found that what I attached to this term normal was often just an imagined stability. My initial attempts to find information that would illuminate a path to normalcy were really just ways that I was trying to take control over a situation which I have no control over. A strong feeling of fear enters when we feel separation. And not only are we separated physically from those that we love, we may also be feeling separation from that sense of identity, that sense of self that we have created through our routines. This fear from separation and the mixing of the anxiety from feeling like we have no control can lead to feelings of paralysis, sadness, emotional claustrophobia, or anger. I myself lashed out with harsh words to a loved one a couple weeks ago when I was really just feeling a lot of anger. It had nothing to do with the person I was speaking to, but I sort of was pushing that anger aside sometimes, and it just bubbled up in these harsh words. Over time, I began to notice that any time I read, said, or heard the word normal, I would get kind of a twitch in my gut. Normal and my attachment to it was creating some unneeded suffering in my life. Clinging to the word normal was stopping me from recognizing this moment as it is. Each morning is a new day and a new beginning. I still find having a loose routine to be incredibly beneficial, but this routine is not something that is set in stone. It is more like the river that flows. Every moment it changes, but it is still the river. I needed to find a new rhythm, to adapt, and the way for me to do that was to let go of the concepts that I had attached to normal. There is beauty to be found in these moments of collective concern. I tried to turn to this collective energy instead of just staying in the illusion of what is normal and how to return to it. And also, I turned to this collective energy to help me when I'm really feeling this separation from the sense of self. I recognize grief when I feel it. I greet it. I give it time. I give it space. Often, when I was clinging to the word normal, I was sort of pushing down some of the feelings that I was having. By releasing that word and the concepts I had with it, it gave me more space to recognize what I was feeling in the moment and to give it some space. I do not wish for a return to normal, which, if I am being entirely honest, for me, normal often had a sense of complacency attached to it. I now look towards a vision of the future where this collective concern, this collective humbling, and this collective love shape what's ahead. Thanks so much for watching Gently Being.